Hello, I thought I'd do a quick review on the Mini Super Topsky 1 metre DLG. I've had this for about 7 months now. I got it from Hyperflight in the UK, which I might add offer very good service. It came to me less than 24 hours after I ordered it on the internet. It's quite a complete kit, although the instructions are not good, I would say. There's none in the box, you have to go on the internet to get them. But anyone with any building experience will be fine. The wings are blue foam, glassed and reinforced with carbon fibre. The pod is glass fibre, the boom's carbon fibre, and the tail surfaces are balsa wood with a glass layer on them. They all come pre-hinged. The hinge is quite stiff when you get them, so you have to cut out the little end bits and waggle it around a lot to get it nice and loose. I put a pull wire system on them. The kit gives you Teflon tubes and a piano wire, thin piano wire, to run down the boom, but it looked a bit untidy to me, so I've put sprung surfaces in. A word of warning, I put quite a weak spring on the elevator because I was having trouble getting it centred, but that turned out to be just friction on the wire, which I overcome. But anyway, I gave it a launch with a weak wire. It did half a loop and the elevator blew down and it wouldn't pull out, so it dived straight into the ground. It just broke the pod, luckily. It just cracked the pod. It was quite soft ground, so I got away with that. The tail boom is, in my opinion, a little bit thin. It's probably due to my ham-fistedness, but I managed to crack it when I was fixing it. And since then it has cracked a few times if the model has cartwheeled on landing. But I've reinforced it with some carbon fibre toes, which I've spread on with super glue. And also I've wound some carbon fibre down the boom to strengthen it, although I don't think it needs it at the back. I was just trying to make it a little more crush proof. The instructions, they call for I think it's around 80mm of dihedral, which I thought was excessive. I think I've gone and done it I've gone a bit too far the other way, really. I mean, it flies fine because it's got ailerons, but thermaling it tends to want to wind in quite a bit, and so you're constantly on the sticks trying to stop the circle tightening up too much. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the blue foam is quite easily damaged, actually. I don't know whether you can see down the wing, you probably can't, but it's got a lot of dents along the wing surface where I've held my transmitter against it. It doesn't seem to affect the performance at all. Also, when I've been catching it, occasionally I've caught it on the wing and it's dented the leading edge a little, so you need to be careful when you're catching it. I've put flaps on this, which is quite handy. It does slow it down quite a bit when you're landing it. And also I've used a coordinated ailerons and rudder, because even though I've got differential on the ailerons, it still has a bit of adverse yaw, so I've just put in a little bit of rudder that I can switch in and out. It weighs about 5.5 ounces, so it's not that light. I made a bit of a bodge on the centre section when I was making it. I cut out the carbon fibre wrongly, and so it looks a bit of a mess, but anyway, it's still plenty strong enough. What else? I was going to say something then and I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah. Oh yes, ailerons. They were quite stiff as well when I got the kit, so I waggled them about a lot and cleared out the top hinge, because there's a lot of excess foam still in there which stopped the movement. Also, I made the aileron linkage a little bit sloppy. I made the hole in the horns too big, And initially I was quite surprised at how bad the performance was when you stuck the nose down. It really did come down very quickly. But I also noticed it made quite a loud buzzy noise on launch, and what it is the ailerons were vibrating at anything over min sync, and that really did knock the performance off on the glide. I've since tightened them up, and the difference in performance when you fly it fast is really quite surprising. It's like, did I say it's about 5.5 ounces, which may seem a little bit heavy, but from a good launch on a still day, I can get 50 seconds or a minute out of it, and it does pick up lift quite well. You know, it's still got a fairly good sink rate, and like I say, the glide is really good. If you just breathe on the stick, it really does go forward quite well. I've flown it on the slope as well, but you really don't want to fly it in anything more than 10 miles an hour. Good little kit. I've not had any problems apart from the boom breaking, which is partly my fault, although I think if the manufacturer put an extra layer of carbon on the first 6 inches or so, it would save a lot of problems. But all in all, I'm really pleased with the kit. It goes really well, easy to build. I've got cheap servos in it actually, mystery servos from eBay. I think it was six for a tenner or something. But they're fine, they work okay. The only thing I'd say if you're using cheap servos is make sure that they're held together. Put some more tape around them, because they're held together with a little sticker. If they come apart, the gears stop meshing properly, and you'll have problems. But apart from that, I've had no more problems with anything on it, and it's been really good. I really like it. It's good, great fun. And oh, I did put a smart LiPo battery in, because I did fly it on nickel and metal hydride, and the battery died when it was flying. Fortunately, I got away with it. Didn't damage it at all. It crashed, but didn't break. Smart LiPos. This is a 240 milliamp hour. It's good for about 2 hours on this plane before you get a warning beep. And also the fact that you can charge it on the field just by plugging in another LiPo is fantastic. It's expensive, about 30 quid, but well worth the money, especially if it saves your model. So that's it. I would recommend this. It's a great little plane, a bit more basic looking than the Elf, which I've just ordered actually, so I'd be interested to see the difference. But if you're looking for a first DLG and you want ailerons, then I would highly recommend this. It's really good.